Hello there. This is part 2 of our Getting to Know More in Phindi video. And this one,
Scary.
hope you enjoyed the previous one because this one we are doing
Me?
the missus.
Oh my gosh. I don't want people to know me.
Well, they're about to know just a little bit about you.
My. Please be nice.
And where are the questions? Oh, there they are. Okay,
Be
so
nice.
we're going to do these quick questions on this video, part 2 of the video, and I hope you're going to get to know
Us.
my significant other. By the way, do you like that word? I don't like that, significant other.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
kind of.
We'll talk about it someday.
Yeah.
And so I'm basically going to ask Phindi the same questions she asked me, and I may throw in one that she didn't ask me
Wonder what you're going to throw in.
as an opener. So tell me, Pins, what is your favorite memory of dating this gentleman right here?
Oh, my.
Put it right here.
Right there. Look, like you, I think we have a couple of memories. I think in our relationship we've really created some amazing memories.
Yeah.
But one memory that really stands out for me is our traveling.
Oh,
You know, we've done
especially road travel.
road trips.
Oh man!
You know,
Oh man!
road trips are very important to us.
Oh my goodness!
We don't mind. We don't mind driving from Joburg to Cape Town,
like
and we
down the coast, not
Yeah.
even through Uppington and
listen. Listen.
down the drive from
This is
Joburg.
my question. This is my
Okay,
question,
sorry.
right?
It's just that I love it too. Sorry, babe. Sorry.
Guys, we don't mind driving, like road trips. Road trips are our thing. And I remember every time we take a road
Why
trip.
didn't I think of that?
Yeah. Every time we take road, there's a lot.
Yeah.
Every time we take road trips, we dream on our road trips.
Oh my goodness.
Most of the things that we have done in our lives are things that we have conceptualized
On the road.
on the road.
Yeah.
And when we get back home, we're like, listen, we
Implementation.
were dreaming about it. Let's implement. But we will dream. I mean, there's nothing that we will not achieve on the road.
Oh, my
Literally,
word.
there was a point where we wanted to be DJs, like the only Mr. and Mrs. DJ.
We wanted to be
We
DJs.
wanted to like,
And we wanted to do like house
and
parties.
it
We
was
won't do
gonna
clubs.
be for house parties. by
Like
the
for
way.
house parties.
You know, where you invite
us
Mo and Phindi, and we
for your
will be on
birthday.
the decks,
On the
baby.
40th birthdays, we will do like grown-up birthdays.
Grown-up things.
Yeah.
You remember that?
I remember that.
So I think for us, really one of the memories, when he's asking about memories, I don't know where to begin, but we've had some amazing memories.
Yeah.
Road trips stand out. Jazz festivals do stand out.
My word.
We'll go like
There's literally no jazz festival
that we
haven't
have not
been.
attended.
You know.
You know, we go to jazz festivals. We
Wow.
have fun. You know,
Wow.
I think for me, it's just our vacations, you know, road trips in particular, but jazz festivals. I mean, there's one thing that we told ourselves when you got married, that we're going to have fun in this relationship.
Yeah.
There were times when, literally, guys, we'll come back home at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
because mommy and daddy will just go out and just have fun. Come back home and we smile to our children like, hey.
Oh, I miss those days.
You know?
That's why I cursed COVID.
Yeah.
You know, because
but
before
mommy,
COVID.
we've had fun, babe.
Yeah, babes.
We've had fun.
No. Thanks for that.
I've taken you back, right?
You've taken me back. So tell me, is there any type of food that reminds you of moi? I'm interested in the answer. I think I already know the answer, but...
Okay, for you... Okay, my husband doesn't really cook all the time. But when he does cook, I really enjoy it. Obviously, because I basically just sit back, relax, and do nothing. But one of the things that really stand out for me is amagwinya.
Oh, I bake.
My husband makes the meanest magwinya you can find around. And I think because of that, I've literally have not learned to make a magwinya because I felt no need. I mean, you can make them.
Just for the record, we never buy dough.
Yes.
Just
Because
saying.
he's the dough guy.
Exactly.
Thank you. So basically, my
Just had to say that.
husband makes a magwinya, guys. He makes idombolo. I can't forget that.
Yeah.
And I still cannot make idombolo because he can make it.
Yeah.
So it's one of the things.
Ukudla kwamadoda.
He's got three special sort of meals that he makes. A magwinya. I'm not sure if that's a meal, but he makes a magwinya. So every time we feel like having a magwinya, we know he's the man. He makes idombolo, and same thing. I mean, when I feel like idombolo, I know who's there to make it. And you make isonka, like
Bake.
steamed bread. You know, he makes the best steamed bread. So I actually those three things
Mama made it.
in my marriage. Those three things I've literally just said, okay, why bother? So I don't even care about making them. Why should I make a magwinya when he can make a magwinya, you know?
You know what I mean? Know what
So,
I mean? Nah, mean.
You know what I mean?
All right. So you tell me this. What is your favorite thing that I do for you? What is the favorite thing that I do? Okay, you've already said amagwinya and dough and
Look,
baking.
favorite thing that you do for me, massages. When I beg,
God.
like
But you know what, babes?
when
The
I'm on my
reason-
knees
Sudan,
and
Sudan,
begging,
Sudan,
but
you know, I used to give you like massages like day after the other, right?
yeah, and then what happened?
And then what happened is the more she gets,
The more I want.
the more she
But
wants.
that's life, babe.
Babe, please.
That's life.
And now I've kind of gotten older.
So you didn't tell me that
I've
part.
kind of gotten old. Listen, I'm 44 this year,
Ah,
right?
come on, babe.
So, kind of gotten older, and in getting older,
The massages are diminishing.
the massages, my wife would kill for a massage. In fact, if it goes on and on and on,
That's the way I like it.
the better. Don't stop.
Okay.
Don't stop. All right.
So to answer that question, I think I love your massages, babe.
I know you do, Stanislav.
And I've realized they are getting less and less and less and less. But I'm gonna keep on insisting, because when I insist, you always do.
Love you, babes. Love you. Tell me about the movie that reminds you of us.
It's Shrek.
You too?
He is Shrek, and I'm Princess Fiona.
The ogre.
And then we fell in love, and yeah, everything was history thereafter. But
Yeah.
it's Shrek. I mean, we literally fell in love in a movie theater when we were
Yeah.
watching Shrek on our first date.
What we thought was a neutral movie. We were doing the Bazalwane
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
when we went to watch the movie.
And we thought-
She's a Mzalwane and I'm Mzalwane, so we don't want a chick flick. We don't want a
Yeah.
romantic movie. We just want a movie that we thought is going to be neutral. So we went for a kiddies movie, Shrek.
Kiddies, it was. Look at us. So literally, what we did, we got into a movie theater, right? And we were like, okay, and we looked at all the available movies, and all of them, had like romance this and a romance that. And I mean, obviously, I thought there's no way I'm gonna fall in love with him. So I was like, no, let's go for
Because I
Heffron.
used to have beard, right?
Yeah, I like it now. I
Oh,
didn't like
she
it
loves
then.
it now. By the way, tell me what you think of my beard. Because Phindi likes it, but I'm like, not really,
So we got into the movie theater, guys, and then, or rather the movie house, and there were various movies to watch, and all of them had this element of romance and love and, you know, all of those things.
Because we were Amazon, so we
And I
didn't
was
want
like, you know what?
a movie that's going to tempt us.
I don't want this guy
to fall in love.
Exactly.
Ugh.
I don't want this guy to get ideas. So let's go for a neutral movie. We went for Shrek. Only to find Shrek and Princess Fiona fell in love. And honestly, guys, when they kissed, we also kissed. And that was the end.
And that's not how I kissed it, believe me.
And that was the end.
All right. Gosh, it's getting hot up in here. Tell me something. Which of our kids are most like you?
Do you really have to ask me that question? Okay.
Tell me about that. Of course, yeah, I know the answer, but...
Yeah. Look, for me, okay, firstly, the girls, they don't necessarily look like me. They look more like you, I think. But sometimes I find personalities, I can sort of resonate with their personalities, you know?
Yeah.
My kids are very calm.
Oh, my word.
They are very collected.
You will never scare them.
But they are very intelligent. I don't have to tell you who they took after.
Of course.
But my kids, honestly,
why would you ask that question?
are calm, cool, collected, and I see a lot of myself in that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they are quite intriguing and quite intelligent, and that's more, you know. And I also, you know, personality-wise as well, they're quite stubborn. There are times when I look at my girls.
There they took after you.
And I think, oh, I can relate to that. You know?
Yeah.
That was me when I was 15.
That's what I have to live with every day.
You know what I'm saying? So there are times when I look at them and like, oh my gosh, Phindi, just stop, you know? And yet I'm looking at them because there's some of the things that they do that really look and seem like me when I was 15 or when I was 14.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes I feel that's kind of scary, you know?
Got you there.
But my son is different in the fact that he actually looks like me.
That is a mama's boy.
Like the face and, you know, everything. One thing as well that I must add, my prayer was that my kids take from you in terms of the legs, because my husband has the best legs.
Just the legs?
Yes. And God granted me that. They all have your legs, right? But personality-wise, I see a lot of myself, but my son is more physically looks like me, which is scary, but I love it after all, because at some point there was a child that had to look like me.
No, that
considering that you took over everything.
I was about to disown him.
Until you saw the legs.
Love him to death. You've already said something about the leg. And tell me, what's your favorite time of the day to be intimate?
Sweetheart, you said you were going to throw in a question. I didn't know you were going to throw in something that bad. So, oh gosh, that's heavy. A favorite time to be ourselves, which is intimate. It's basically, there's no favorite time per se, except that you know, that can happen at any point.
Yeah.
You know, but obviously, as the day progresses, you know, I get more like, this is time. However, it can really happen at any point, really.
Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah.
Spontaneity.
You know what I'm saying? Got you.
There's planning and spontaneity, by the way. But we'll talk about that some other time.
That's another video.
There's planning. There's nothing in life that is spontaneous, especially when you talk about those kind of subjects.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Last question I want to ask you. So when did you know that this right here is your guy?
That's the one. I knew he was, or I knew you were,
Mm.
after I've been praying for a while. And then I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you have to answer this prayer.
The question is, when did you know?
So when you came along, I was like, this is it. Prayer answered. But seriously now,
Seriously,
how I
please.
knew is from our conversations, from our talks, and spending time. I'm a very particular person when it comes to relationships. You know, I never ever want to feel pressure for nothing. You know, so when I met you and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not feeling pressure to keep up with, you know, the Joneses. I don't feel pressure to keep up with whoever. I was like, okay, this feels great.
Phindi could literally be so relaxed around me, say things, do things, and
Yes. And that's how a relationship is supposed to be. I really felt from day one, you know, when we had those long conversations and we could talk about anything and everything. And I think for me at that time, I was like, okay, he sounds like somebody he sounds like someone that I can spend my time with. Because honestly and truly, you know, a relationship where you always need to be
on your guard.
on your toes, you know, you always to worry about makeup and you know, do I have the right hair? Do I have you know, the right clothing and all of those things? For me, I really was not looking for that. I think I've come to a point in my life where I was like, please, you know, I want someone to really fall in love with who I am and fall in love with me in my purest sense. You know, not fall in love with the kind of labels that I wear or the kind of hair that I put on or makeup that I put on. So
You had one hairstyle there.
I had one hairstyle all
and
the
that
time.
was dreadlocks, and that
Well,
was that.
I would tie them
Well,
up.
she would, you know, do different
Different
styles
things.
and whatever. But you know, I love that about her. For me, I never used to like a woman that wears weaves. I've got nothing. Please don't get me wrong. I've got nothing against
It was
weaves.
then.
And Phindi,
It's different now.
Phindi now is getting into weaves and stuff like that, you know. But I'm like, you know what? After 16 years, you're like, girl, do what you want to do.
Do you, boo?
Do you? I don't care. Do you? I don't care. You know what I mean? But you know, I used to love the fact that, you know, you'll be on your dreadlocks and natural and, you know, real. I like real stuff. That's why, you know, at home, we never combed. We literally don't
probably
own.
bought our first comb last year.
Yeah, recently.
But very recently, Nakona, because the girls felt a need to comb. But I mean, other than that, for years we've actually never owned a comb.
And yeah, look at the time. Thank you so much for chilling with us, Mo and Phindi. We hope you got to know a little bit more about us, and hopefully we'll get to share a little bit more in other areas of our lives, other aspects. But for now, this was a getting to know you, first level. Maybe
Part 2.
Maybe next time we'll take it up a notch higher. How about that?
Yeah.
Love you.
Cheers.